咦，好可爱哦！养一些彩云鸟，而且我发现2代的宠物都好可爱，小小只的。你看迷踪鸟后代。来跑主线。噔噔噔噔噔噔噔。天才魔法师。
Is Highwing all right? Natty told me what the two of you did.
Highwing's fine. I'm keeping an eye on her. She's safe, Poppy, I promise.
Good. Whatever the poachers are up to, I want Highwing far from it.
You said you had news about the poachers, and that some of it had to do with me.
It did. I overheard them talking in the Hogshead, and did you know that they have orders from Victor Rookwood to capture you on sight? Does this have anything to do with Rookwood and Harlow coming for you in the Three Broomsticks after the troll attack?
It does, somewhat. But at the moment, I'm more concerned about what else you heard the poachers are up to.
Fair enough. But I hope you'll let me know if I can be of help, especially after what you did for Highwing. Does the name Horntail Hall mean anything to you?
I'm afraid not. Why? What is it?
The poachers' best kept secret, apparently. The name came up twice, but they never went into detail. I also overheard one of them bragging about all the gold they're making, at the expense of innocent creatures, undoubtedly. The poachers spoke of this area, and I thought if we searched around a bit, it might give us clues as to what they're doing. If you ever meet my gran, this trip never happened.
Okay.
Not to worry, Poppy. If I ever meet your gran, I shall not speak a word of this.
I normally tell her everything. She might be my best friend after Highwing, but she knows how I feel about the poachers. I think she worries I'll do something ill-advised.
Whatever gave her that idea?
Do something.
This way. A centaur. Tread carefully.
An entire castle to roam, yet you choose to wander here.
Please, we don't want any trouble. We're simply passing through.
Do you take us for fools? That we do not notice more and more of your kind around here, in league with the poachers?
We aren't involved with them. If anything, we want to see them stopped.
I hope for your sake that is true. Our kind is swiftly losing patience with the poachers and those they work with.
我就是偷猎者。
He was certainly a charmer.
That could have gone worse. Centaurs aren't exactly fans of wizard kind, and the poachers aren't helping matters.
But why would he think that we had anything to do with poachers?
I did notice the poachers talking with a few villagers in Hogsmeade. I'm not sure why. Perhaps that's why the centaurs are suspicious. That's the third time I've seen a Dugbog behave that violently.
It seems that a lot of beasts have been more aggressive than usual lately.
I've noticed that too. It's almost like there's something in the water.
刚刚那个好像在看鬼片。
This is odd.
What is it?
Not entirely sure, but look around. If the poachers were here, perhaps we can find out why.
Revelio. Why wouldn't they take their cages with them when they left? Pelts. Poor, still smoking. They can't have been gone long.
The money.
Revelio. This is goblin metal. Seems out of place in a poacher camp. I should tell Poppy about it.
Anything interesting?
Poachers were here. All sorts of evidence. But I found something else. It's goblin made.
I found goblin armor. Let's keep searching, but carefully. Merlin only knows what's going on here.
Maninoni.
I don't have a good feeling about this. How do goblin and poacher interests align?
Look, down there.
Definitely poachers. No creatures, though. So what are they doing out here?
Let's take a closer look.
They won't be happy to see us. Should we use disillusionment? Or perhaps a less discreet approach?
Hard to say from up here. Let's get a better lay of the land.
There's trouble afoot.
而且你们看哦，我的植物都满了，药水差不多了，我已经不怕任何阻
Nothing to poach in
碍。
our insurance except spiders. Not worth the trouble, if you ask me. Someone's going to regret.
Let me have some. Would you like me to put you down?
Back to the dirt, thank you.
Little bit. Glacius, Depindo. Expelliarmus. Fuck that! Confringo.
Merlin, you think they're
Rebellion.
guarding the Minister for Magic himself? What is going on here?
Only one way to find out.
不会，我25罐药水。
Reparo.
昨天打失恋也才喝3罐。
Revelio.
What in Merlin's name?
Are those dragons?
It's a dragon fighting ring. This is Hauntel Hall.
The name makes sense now, and the secrecy.
No wonder the poachers were in Hogsmeade so much. Likely taking bets and spreading the word, given how crowded it is here. How could they possibly enjoy this? The centaurs have every right to be disgusted with wizard kind. There must be more dragons here. The poachers are far too greedy to run a fighting ring with only 2 dragons. We should take advantage of most eyes being on the fight and look around. But be discreet. You especially can't afford to be spotted.
What I wouldn't give. Don't know what Victor was thinking, striking a bargain with him. It's Totalis.
兴趣。
Revelio. Have you heard from your family? Has either of your brothers come out to work where? Will they join us?
Nah, they say we go too far. The violence is gonna get...
Stand there! Revelio.
Did you hear those goblins? Ramrock and the poachers must be working together.
Poppy, something's going on behind you.
What's going on down there? They must have only just captured her. She's putting up quite the fight.
Not a fair one, though. Not with her chained up like that.
Let's even her up, shall we?
我来教训他们。
Look, they've got a dragon egg. Hebridean from the looks of it. We can't leave it here, not with the plans they likely have for it.
龙蛋，哇塞！这只龙会变成我的吗？
I have the egg.
Ready. The element of surprise will only buy us a few seconds.
Let's make them count.
You're the one we're looking for, and you brought a friend.
嘿嘿，
I'm sure it'll be harder than...
我以为是1打1。
What have you done?
See how you like this?
This is your moment.
Hey hey.
The land returns to the war.
Crucible.
看到没？轻轻松松。
This may have been a bad idea.
I suppose we'll find out.
This way.
我龙蛋了！我要养一只龙，然后那只龙会帮我战斗。
That was a Hebridean black.
I'm guessing the egg we have belongs to that dragon.
I don't think she knew they had her egg. She wouldn't have left without it.
What now? She didn't exactly leave us a calling card.
I don't know. Nothing about this day was expected. Not the goblins, and definitely not the fighting ring. The last thing I planned on was a dragon egg. And the poachers saw us, which cannot be good.
Since the dragon we freed flew off, does that mean we get to keep the egg?
I'd much rather we have it than the poachers, at least for now. But I don't think we should keep it indefinitely. It'll be hard hiding something like this from Professor Weasley for long.
We aren't helping ourselves standing here. Let's get to safety. We can sort this out later.
You're right. If there's anything the poachers are good at, it's tracking their prey. And right now, we're it. Be careful, won't you? I shall see you back at the castle.
It's time you learned the transformation spell. After you've completed the required tasks, which I'm certain will prove useful in finishing your field guide, attend my class to learn the new spell. Afterwards, we will discuss your progress thus far in the term.
好，去学变形术，等下再来解救这些龙。这个吧。但其实咒语已经多到我不知道怎么塞了。然后黑魔法，我觉得目前用起来伤害太低。
So this is the underground harbor. The Grey Lady. I'd say hello, but she doesn't seem particularly social.
我现在装备也很高了吧
Revelio. Revelio.
这里怎么有个任务超级深？这个应该之后会解到。甜甜的诅咒。还是你的意思是，我的装备里面特性都要塞黑魔法
are we?
Oh, it's you!
Samantha, is everything all right?
No, it's not. It's my brother William, the one I told you about after Charms class. He's been cursed. He ignored my warning, and now he's lying in St. Mungo's looking completely pathetic. He simply never listens.
I'm sorry, how exactly has he been cursed?
Oh, you won't believe it. Truly, but his feet were turned into purple beets. You can imagine his distress. And mine. I won't even go into the attention he was getting from our garden rabbits before he admitted himself to hospital.
Beets for feet. How hilarious. I mean, how terrible. Horrible, truly.
You and the entire school may find it funny, but the situation is dire.
Well, it is an unusual situation. How did your brother end up like this?
It's entirely his own fault. I told him about some research I'd done recently on our ancestor Marmaduke Dale. In particular, my discovery that Marmaduke's tomb was cursed. My brother's always making fun of my discoveries. This time, he laughed in my face. Told me I'd misinterpreted my findings. As if that weren't possible. And to prove his point, he went right up to the entrance of the tomb and poof! His feet transfigured into beets.
How awful. I can see why you're upset. He definitely needs some help.
Exactly. He may be a cape flapper, but he's still my brother. And no one deserves such a fate to last forever, especially as the result of a single brainless mistake. Now I worry that if the curse isn't reversed, it could become permanent.
Can't the curse be broken?
Possibly. The curse stems from a crest that was stolen from Marmaduke. If the crest were returned to its rightful place upon his sarcophagus, then I believe that William's feet may be restored. You battled trolls when they attacked Hogsmeade, escaped a dragon, and I could tell by your work and charms that you're a skilled spellcaster. Returning a crest to a sarcophagus should be almost effortless for you. So, will you help us?
Why was Marmaduke's tomb cursed?
The curse is the result of an intense sibling rivalry between Granham Dale and his younger brother Marmaduke. Marmaduke was a famed herbologist, and Granham resented the attention that he received.
Sibling rivalry? Sounds as if it might run in the family.
But I would never intentionally curse my brother, not like Granham did. When their mother died, Marmaduke was given the prized family crest. Granham felt that as the eldest child, he should have been given it. Years later, when Marmaduke died, Granham stole it and cursed the tomb so that none in the Dale family could ever pay their respects.
I can take the crest to Marmaduke's sarcophagus for you.
Oh, thank you! Thank you so much!
Thank
You'll
you
simply
so
go
much.
into the tomb where Marmaduke was
Thank
laid to rest
you.
and place the crest on top of his sarcophagus. According to my research, the tomb's been abandoned for centuries, so it should be a fairly simple task. You'll find it just east of the hamlet of Brockborough. Thank you for your help. My family is indebted to you.
这个只是先阶而已，我还是要先去学变形术。有啊，我的那个石头，我全部都是塞集中2。但你刚刚看我电那一下，根本就没什么伤害。 反而还是纷纷战比较痛。
Revelio.
You can't imagine how inconvenient travel.
Perhaps the book Professor Weasley wants me to get is upstairs.
好久没拍这个了。哈哈，一拍入魂，看到没
？Revelio.
吓死我了，是科比。
That book Professor Weasley asked me to find should be around here somewhere.
Looking for the book Intermediate Transfiguration?
Professor Weasley asked me to get something from that book. May I have it?
Did she now? I'll give you this book if you humor me by answering a few questions from my quiz.
Quiz?
Some people call bits of knowledge trivia. I would argue that no knowledge is trivial. Hence, I have created a small quiz, just for fun, focusing mainly on the lore of the wizarding world. None of the other students will try it, no matter how many times I ask. They all say they have enough with schoolwork. Ugh. They don't value knowledge the way I do. Surely you're interested. I'll even start you off with a few of my easiest questions.
好吧，
A quiz sounds like fun.
Splendid! Just a few questions and then I'll hand over this book. Let us begin. Before the invention of the golden snitch, which magical creature was used in a game of Quidditch?
好难哦，金蛋子。
The golden snidget.
Correct! The Snidget was first introduced to Quidditch in 1269 by a wizard named Barbarous Bragg. Sadly, they're thought to be extinct. Next question. Which potion is commonly referred to as liquid luck?
什么啊？茯苓剂？这个还是这个啊？点点豆豆点到谁，我就选他。
The Allihotzi draft.
I'm afraid the answer was Felix Felicis.
福来福喜什么啊
Since it makes the drinker temporarily lucky, Felix Felicis is a banned substance in all organized competitions. The tale of the three brothers involves which magical artifacts?
谁会知道？那这个呢？三兄弟的故事涉及到魔法器物，点点豆豆应该不是死神。好啦，应该是这个吧。点点豆豆点到谁，我就选他。对，就是他。
The Founder's Relics.
No, the answer was the Deathly Hallows.
怎么可能？我觉得不可能的。你看
，The Deathly Hallows consists of the Elder Wand, the Resurrection Stone, and the Cloak of Invisibility. Which ball in Quidditch is the largest?
伯格最大。
I'm sorry, but the correct answer was the Quaffle. When a chaser throws the Quaffle through one of 3 hoops in a Quidditch match, their team is awarded 10 points. True or false? Polyjuice potion allows the drinker to change species.
No.
False.
Correct. While Polyjuice Potion can be used... Well, I suppose this has gone on long enough. I'll put the book back on the pedestal now. If you're inclined to test your knowledge, and I won't be giving you any more...
可是再回答会不会有什么奖励啊？好了，再回答一次。
I'd like to answer more questions.
这个
The Wizards Council.
That's correct. The Wizards Council. Which dragon breed is this?
这个
The Antipodean Opali.
No, I'm sorry, but though the Vipertooth is the smallest breed, who founded the village of...
火米村啊，看起来最长的就是
Hengist of Woodcroft.
That's right. It is believed that Hengist used the three...
我们就把最不可能
was
的当作是答
accidentally
案。
created by crossbreeding a ghoul with what other magical creature?
幻影鬼跟食尸鬼变成幻
A
影猿。
demiguise.
Yes. While the Hidebind has the power of invisibility, what is the only spell known to repel a Lethifold?
击退。这个啦
The knockback jinx.
Actually, the answer was the Patronus charm. Who published the law of element?
啊，我的天哪，好难。
Laverne de Montmorin.
That's incorrect.
Game
One of
proof.
the principal exceptions to Gamp's law is that food cannot be conjured, though it can be summoned. What does the Hogwarts motto translate to?
Knowledge is the real magic.
No, the answer was never tickle a sleeping dragon. In Latin, the Hogwarts motto is Draco Dormiens Nunquam Titilandus. Which magical creature is the only one known to produce eggs through its mouth?
嘴巴生蛋，火灰蛇咯。
The Ashwinder.
That's incorrect. The correct answer, according to Parselmouths, each of the runes paws 3 heads serves a different function. Where is Ilvermorny's...
谁知道哦？
The Pyrenees.
No, Ilvermorny. The American school was founded in the
什么没专
17th
心？这些
century
答案
by
都不是，
Isolde Sayre and
都
James
不知，
Stewart.
谁知道了？土真
Vera Cities.
Incorrect. The Amatentra smells differently to every person, according to what they find attractive. Are you interested in continuing on to the next round? They're my most difficult
啊，
questions.
重点是你看我回答错都不是啊。
Give me your worst.
Emmerich the Evil was killed in a duel against whom?
你看邪恶的爱魔力，谁知道啊？阿拉格吧。
Sir Agrif.
Incorrect. The answer was Egbert the Egregious. Emmerich gained notoriety for terror. If a chaser keeps their hand on the quaffle as it goes through...
Haversacking.
That's right. Blatching is flying to intentionally collide with a player. Stooging is a bite from a mackled manacle.
瘫痪吧，被软爪鹿蟹咬到，谁知道哦？应该不是这个吧？到来厄运也很瞎啊，这个也不太可能吧？好了，猜这个。
Hairy ears.
No. Native to the European coastline, the effects of a malaclaw. What plant excretes stink?
恶臭树枝哦。
Mimbleless
Correct. The Mimbleless Mimbletonia plant secretes. The Pepper Up potion evolved from a remedy created by which 12th century
这谁
wizard?
知道？12世纪。
Bowman Wright.
That's incorrect. The answer. Centuries later, Glover Hipworth. In The Wizard and the Hopping Pot, what does that...
更小
A
的
smaller
锅
pot.
Incorrect. The story was created by Beedle.
你
The
看吧，
Snallygaster
这个你
is
们最好
native
知
to
道
which。region of the world?
苏格兰。
The Scottish Highlands.
No. The part bird, part reptile is a distant relative of the Occamy and has serrated fangs and a bulletproof hide. Who is the Muggle knight featured in the Fountain of Fair Fortune?
Sir Luck.
Correct.
No,
The 3 witches in the story are named Asher, the world's largest kelp.
The Loch Ness.
Correct.
Great.
The Office of Misinformation has worked diligently to discredit any... Who was the first minister for...
第一任是谁？时刻准备。
Ethelred the Ever.
No, the first minister was Ulick.
Game
Gamp's
proof.
greatest legacy was the You've answered all of my questions. You might not have got very many right, but I'm sure you learned something regardless. Thank you for humoring me. I put the book back on the pedestal for you.
Revelio. Revelio ought to make quick work of this. Professor Weasley's tasks are complete. I should attend Transfiguration.
谁可以跟我说一下这只蝴蝶在哪里
Lumos.
在这个画像，一个红色衣服男生的画像。
Revelio. Lumos.
在这，红色衣服男生的画像。好远哦。
Revelio.
那图书馆的东西全部都解完了。 还有一个，变形术咒语，耶！新技能。
I've always said that travel
would like to speak with me. I believe she has learned about some of what we've been up to. I am hoping she may be easier on me if you are there.
Can we meet at the three?
Revelio.
May finally be safe since we rescued the dragon from Horntail Hall.
哦，要去救龙了吗？好可怜哦。
You have a new spell to teach me, Professor?
Yes, the transformation spell. But first, I'd like you to carry out a couple of tasks which will help you to complete your field guide. Attend my transfiguration class once you've done them, and we can begin the lesson.
就是在白天。
Revelio. Aloha Mora.
Aloha Mora.
Revelio.
It warms my heart to see your interest in herbology, dare I say.
You have a new spell to teach me, Professor?
But first, I'd like you to attend my transfiguration.
他的教室在哪里
Revelio.
Oh.
Settle down, settle down. Transfiguration as you may be weary of hearing me say, is an exact science that can take a lifetime to master. But we needn't be daunted. Almost anything can be transformed if you can just perceive the potential within it. As I see in all of you, tremendous witches and wizards, every one of you. Or it could just be my eyesight. Now, you all know what to do.
学新咒语喽！
Beautifully done.
Beautiful done. 新技能，把它放在，战斗的已经有3页了，不然就放这里。
You wanted to discuss my progress so far this term, Professor?
I did. You seem to have had no trouble in getting up to speed, and frankly, excelling in your schoolwork this year.
Thank you, Professor. The extra assignments have been helpful.
As I suspected they would be. Now, it seems you've been making excellent use of the opportunities presented by your field guide. Of course, the guide isn't the only measure of success. Deke tells me you captured a unicorn and brought it back to the Room of Requirement. Protecting so rare a beast is an accomplishment of which you can be quite proud.
Thank you, Professor.
I will say I'm especially impressed with all you've accomplished in light of the rumors of your extracurricular activities. Was your visit to the kitchens and the Hogsmeade graveyard with Nick to bribe a ghost for information connected in any way to Professor Fig?
No. Not at all. I'm fascinated by ghosts and, food, and I was interested in learning more about the castle and the surrounding area.
I see. I admire your penchant for learning, but do remember that your classwork and field guide are designed to educate you thoroughly. It'll be the end of the year in no time, and you'll want to be well prepared for your OWLs. I'll provide a final assessment at that time to ensure that you're ready for your exams. Until then, well done. You are dismissed.
Yeah, 完成。
Something dawned on me about the triptych. Meet me at the Overlook, just north of the Forbidden Forest, and I'll explain.
I'm glad we could help you, friend. I have another idea. I think we may be able to find what we need at a goblin mine south of Hogwarts. Meet me there, and bring someone who speaks gobbledygook.
Hello, Gareth. So, has your aunt been taking it a bit easier on you lately?
Unfortunately, no. In fact, a few days ago, she gave me a detention. I was only testing a new recipe in a mostly empty classroom, and the fire was put out quick enough.
If you're setting things on fire, then perhaps you ought to rethink your choices.
That's exactly what Aunt Matilda said. Can't let the doubters sway me. When they taste my latest brew, they'll forget their criticisms and the fires. It'll be bigger than butterbeer. Oh, that gives me an idea. Better write it down. Best of luck to you.
2122大爸爸，把咒语全部学一学，然后就可以搭配我自己的玩法。我养第2代很可爱。
Excellent work today. Class dismissed.
Ugh. Can't say I'm terribly fond of all the dung in this class.
Revelio. Revelio. Accio.
I take it you're ready to learn?
I completed your assignment, Professor. I'm ready to learn Bombarda now.
Good. Now, this spell comes with a caveat. It should only be used when necessary. The exploding charm, as you might suspect, can hurt people. Use caution when casting it.
I will, Professor.
I will hold you to that promise. Now, you must be precise in your wand movements. We don't want you blowing your hand off. Go ahead.
把手炸飞太恶
Nice
心
and
了。
steady wand movements. Remember,
什么叫我
the
卖掉？
exploding charm is
我卖
highly
掉，人家
volatile.
是拿去养，好不好？怎么可能拿去做料理？
Well done.
耶，剩2个黑魔法而已。
Now, let us put it into practice, shall we? Go ahead and try it on the pumpkins.
Pumpkin.
Bombarda. Excellent wand work. Cast the spell just like that every time. I'm in control.
这看起来就很强。
Revelio.
没关系，学到心情。诶，这个吧，黑魔法。而且你有发现吗？我的古代格数有3个了，所以我一次可以轰3下，嘣嘣嘣。
What are you up to now?
What you up to now?
Hexing a teacher. You're lucky they don't expel you. If you don't get your
You'll never believe what I've learned.
What did you discover in the spellbook we found in the scriptorium?
Salazar Slytherin's spellbook was a little difficult to interpret, but fascinating. Evidently, he encouraged teaching dark magic at Hogwarts. Neither the Imperious Curse nor the Killing Curse was unforgivable during his time. He believed students should be prepared to use dark magic when necessary, not to fear it. That's why we had to use Crucio to gain access to the scriptorium. He didn't want his knowledge shared with anyone who was afraid of the power of dark magic.
It was hard to do, but casting Crucio was our only option.
And I'm glad we did it, because in the spellbook I also found something else. References to a lost relic, which, from what I can tell, grants the holder the power to reverse dark magic curses.
And you think this relic might be able to save Anne?
Precisely. I plan to search for this relic, but I don't think we should tell anyone. Especially Ominous. He wouldn't understand.
I see no reason to involve Ominous.
I'm glad you agree. When I know more, I shall send him out. And don't feel sorry for Ominous. Keeping this to ourselves for now is for his own good.
I'll decide what's for my own good.
Ominous, we were just about to get some air. Care to join?
You're a liar, Sebastian. I heard everything. You swore you'd never engage in anything to do with dark magic again.
No, I didn't. I said I understood you wanting that. I'd never swear to give up on finding a cure for Anne.
You don't know when to stop, do you?
I know when not to stop. Leave this alone, Ominous. I'll be on my way.
Revelio.
吵架吵起来。
I am not letting this go.
Ominous, Sebastian meant well.
I know what I heard. You knew I wouldn't agree with this. Going after that relic is not a good idea. Sebastian doesn't even realize it, but he's as irresponsible and reckless now as his parents were years ago. It's why they died.
I knew his parents died, but I never heard what happened.
Mr. and Mrs. Sallow were professors. Spent nearly every waking moment in the cellar library. Noses buried in books. Anne and Sebastian were upstairs when it happened. They heard a sudden crash and ran downstairs, but it was too late. Their parents had crumpled to the floor. A defect with the lamp in the cellar caused the room to fill with an undetectable toxin. Sebastian and Anne were helpless. They had no magic yet.
What a horrible story.
It is. That's why I can't understand Sebastian's recklessness. I've practically lost Anne. I cannot lose Sebastian too. Please avoid anything to do with that spellbook.
Those references in the book seem promising.
Everything to do with Salazar Slytherin seems promising until it's too late. I hope Sebastian pursues this no further, but if you think he might, please let me know.
他们两个才有一腿。
Revelio. Revelio. Revelio.
怎么没了？啊？那我 从等级低的把它跑一跑。这里刚好有一个梅林，顺便把那个梅林解掉。
Handy resource indeed, your field guide.
Not sure how I'd fare in a little place like this. Could it be a Merlin trial? Revelio. Merlin himself would be proud.
太简单了吧，连跳都不用跳。
Revelio.
跳跳去。
Looks rather dark in there. Never stopped me before. Well, my feet didn't turn into beads. That's a good start. Should have known a herbologist would use Devil's Snare. Expelliarmus, Confringo! Revelio. Confringo. Revelio. Confringo. Confringo. Revelio. Confringo. Revelio.
什么？这里没路啊，但这里要怎么上去
？Revelio. Confringo. A troll? You can't be serious. Defender. Expelliarmus. Confringo. Glacius. Defender. Crucible. Accio. Defender. Arresto momentum.
长长雷酿。超级抓痒。
Spellbook can help her. I must find it. Revelio. Meet me outside of Feldcroft, near the catacomb.
安妮的情况越来越糟糕。
A sarcophagus. This must be Marmaduke. That should reverse the curse. Hopefully.
是要原路返回？什么？我搭配的技能又怎么了？还是说我黑魔法还没点？我现在有1等。是这样吗？还是我这2个要取？如果是这样的话，我的翻翻岛就跟诅咒放在一起。有啊，这个2个放在一起。我觉得拉过来应该要放这里。推开，完美。等等，再来试一次。
Samantha will be glad to hear that the crest has been returned. I certainly hope it reverses the curse.
$1,120.
Professor Howell will never believe this.
$1,120. 都是钱呐、
mysterious and a bit unsettling. What to do?
大概有800-900。
How nice to see you, my young friend.
So frustrating. You wanted to speak with me, Mother?
I had hoped to speak with you alone, Natsai.
Your message mentioned your concern about an unusual creature that was spotted in the woods near Hogsmeade. That could have been anything.
You know what it was, Natsai.
I am allowed to leave the castle. I am always careful, Mother.
Careful? Officer Singer disagrees. She sent me an owl telling me that you have been trying to collect evidence of some kind against dark wizards. She berated me for not keeping a closer eye on you. And she is right. I do not want you visiting Hogsmeade for the near future.
But Mother!
My little gazelle, you are well-intentioned, but you must not meddle in the affairs of dangerous people.
If someone had meddled in Matabeleland, Father would still be with us.
I must get to class. Perhaps your friend can get you to listen to reason.
To listen.
So frustrating. She never listens to me.
She called you her little gazelle. Is that a term of endearment where you're from?
It is specific to me. I am the unusual creature in Hogsmeade she mentioned. Self-transfiguration is not taught at Hogwarts, so I am gently discouraged from practicing it. However, I am an animagus, and it is in my gazelle form that I have been able to wander the Highlands rather freely until now, much to my mother's chagrin. That is how I managed to spy on Rookwood and Harlow.
Were you born an animagus, or did you learn to become one?
Animagi are not born. The process is quite elaborate. It involves holding a mandrake leaf in one's mouth for an entire month, then placing the leaf in a crystal phial so that it is imbued with moonlight, then adding one of your own hairs. And that is just the beginning. Self-transfiguration is common among students at Wagadu, but Professor Weasley considers it much too dangerous to teach at Hogwarts.
Can you choose what form your animagus will take?
Oh no, a person's animagus form is determined by their personality. My mother is convinced that my form is a gazelle because I adapt well to any situation. I believe it is because I can sense danger and keep my wits about me.
How does it feel to transform into an animal?
Well, the first time it can be a bit unnerving. I felt a kind of searing pain and a strong double heartbeat. But it gets easier the more you do it. I no longer feel any pain, and I must say, I find a sense of comfort in the double heartbeat. And I love being able to view the world from a different perspective.
Now the nickname makes sense. What an extraordinary ability to have.
It is. I love transforming, but Mother is less enthusiastic about it. She says that no creature, especially one as rare as a gazelle, should be bounding about where poaching has become so prevalent. She claims that she has foreseen tragedy befall me in my gazelle form. But she has used her sight to control me too many times. I no longer believe it.
We're making good progress. We can't quit now.
I agree. I have never considered quitting, even for a moment. You could have fled the moment you discovered that Rookwood, Harlow, and Ranrock were after you, but you did not. I choose to act as you have. I must deal with Rookwood and Harlow, not hide from them. My mother cannot know where I am all the time. Thank you for being here during that rather awkward conversation.
Revelio。
这样我是解决完了吗？他的任务解决完了吧？甜甜的诅咒，好甜。
You can't imagine how inconvenient travel was before I invented flu powder. Ugh.
I'm happy to tell you that I returned the crest to Marmaduke's sarcophagus just as you asked.
I thought as much. I received word from St. Mungo's that my brother's feet are back to normal. No more beats. Oh, I cannot thank you enough. It wasn't too much trouble, I hope.
Just a measly old troll. Nothing significant.
A troll? Oh dear, I'm so sorry. That's awful. No one has been in that tomb for centuries. But I can't say I'm surprised. Marmaduke seems to have been full of surprises.
Indeed he was.
Well, I suppose I should be going. I'm anxious to see my brother, who must be elated to have his feet back.
Of course. I certainly would be.
William and I are forever in your debt. Thank you again for what you did.
我要秀我可爱的宠物给你们看。2个中国，1个磨苹果。你看，哎，放手技能，小小的超可爱。
Settle yourself. I mean you no harm.
这里要放鸟跟骑士醉鬼马，还有青蛙。这2只怎么长得一样？一直卖掉。
Everything's all right now.
这2个后代也长得一样。
I should let Deke know about the newborn Thestral.
小只比较可爱，什么鲜嫩多汁。你看，小小只的猫咪超可爱。玻璃兽留母的就好。
Professor Howell will never believe this.
拜月玻璃、彩鸣鸟跟狮 你看，超可爱，超小一只。然后这个猫咪真的是就不说了，哎，超可爱。那眼睛大大，身体小小。然后蟾蜍后代还比较可爱一点，鹰马后代你看，而且还是异色。独角兽后代有没有漂漂亮亮？还好，其实。
I'll look after you.
清真，哇，叫魔法协会的动保团体来。
Hello, Deke. You'll be pleased to know that a little Thestral was born.
How wonderful to have more Thestrals in our world. Such misunderstood beasts.
I'm sorry that we can both see Thestrals, Deke.
Deke is privileged to see such majestic beasts, but sometimes wishes Deke couldn't. Deke is to blame.
What do you mean, to blame?
Years ago, Deke's master ordered Deke to help him capture a phoenix, the rarest of all beasts, that master had spotted high on a cliff. The phoenix was the most beautiful beast Deke had ever seen. Deke begged master to leave her be. When Deke hesitated to climb up the cliff as ordered, Deke had to punish himself. As Deke punished himself, master grew angrier and angrier, and in his frustration cast at the regal bird. Deke suspects the phoenix was protecting eggs when it swooped down in fear and fury. Before Deke could reach him, master fell from the cliff. Deke stayed on that cliffside for days, punishing himself, before Tobbs found him.
What a horrible tale, Deke. I'm so sorry.
Deke has only told Professor Weasley that story, and now yourself. Deke often wonders what became of that phoenix. Deke feels fortunate to be at Hogwarts now, helping you rescue beasts. Perhaps Deke can make amends for what came before.
想养凤凰哎。扫把试炼。算了，先接主线好了。
Off on another adventure, are we?
Revelio. Descendo. Lumos. Revelio.
哦，在这。
Lumos.
Hello there.
Hello, Amit. Do I recall you saying that you speak gobbledygook?
I did. I mean, I do. Speak it. Is this to do with the goblin I saw you with in Hogsmeade?
It is. His name is Lodgok. We could use your help with something. He's waiting for me near a goblin mine. Would you be willing to help?
Of course. How exciting. I mean, well, might this be dangerous?
I think he simply wants to show me something that involves gobbledygook. If it helps, he's a friend of Sirona's.
Good to hear. Good to hear. If Sirona trusts him, then I feel much better.
Lodgok is waiting. Should we go?
Of course. I just want to check the pronunciation of a couple of key terms first. So I will meet you there.
Revelio.
要去打架了吗？
Thank you for being willing to help me, Amit.
You are very welcome. I'm looking forward to meeting your friend Lodgok.
Lodgok is waiting.
Of course.
矿场入口。所以我进去这个里面了。哦，是上次去的那里。我从这里飞过去。大战哥布林。 清纯小鲜肉大战哥布林。
Place right out of a storybook. This place has seen better days.
摩羯座。
Revelio. Here's one of those tables Professor Shaw mentioned. Revelio. I know what that means. Merlin trial.
现在看到这个都要解一下。咦？ 不要落地就好了。我发现这个 bug。
That's that. Settled.
噔噔噔噔。这里又有一个。 不算 bug 啊，也是啊，这是小聪明嘛，智商高的人。
Revelio。
这个要干嘛？我看到了球。洞在哪 ？No no 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 no！ 找一下洞，哦，洞在这。这个洞跟东东的脑袋一样。
These murder trials won't get the best of me.
Revelio.
A friend who speaks gobbledygook is meeting us. Before he arrives, perhaps you could tell me why we're here?
Of course. Unfortunately, presenting Ranrock with the helmet of Urtgott did not have the effect I'd hoped. Because he knew the details surrounding its plunder, he presumed I'd had help from a witch or wizard in retrieving it.
How else did he expect Goblinkind to get the helmet back? Seems he has no interest in making amends with you.
I'm afraid we do not have the luxury of rational expectation when it comes to Ranrock. Damn Bragbor and his blasted journals.
Bragbor?
An ancestor of Ranrock's, renowned metal worker. If we are to work together, I suppose I must tell you more. Not long ago, Ranrock sent me to collect a recently unearthed set of Bragbor's journals. They described repositories that Bragbor had been commissioned to build for a group of witches and wizards.
What do you mean, repositories?
Large, magically fortified receptacles crafted from goblin metal. Ranrock recruited others to help me locate the repositories. We were to search anywhere that was connected to 5 names mentioned in the journals. Rackham, Fitzgerald, Bakar.
A good castle.
That is...
Why does Ranrock care so much?
He cares about what they... For centuries, wizards have refused to share them. Thus, many goblins, myself included, have spent our lives mistrusting wizard kind. Ranrock was convinced that the repositories contained a magical power that wizards wanted to keep for themselves. He is determined to take it for goblin kind. But he's...
Here comes my friend Armid. Probably best to continue our conversation later.
Greetings, Lord Cock. It is an honor, sir.
You speak gobbledygook.
Oh, Bacalio.
Enough. Please do not tell me that was meant to be gobbledygook.
Well, yes. Perhaps my pronunciation was a bit off. I imagine certain dialects differ?
Pronunciation is not the issue. I barely recognize that as language. I trust you can read gobbledygook better than you can speak it?
I can, Sir Lodgok.
Just Lodgok. Thankfully, we only need someone who can decipher written plans, since I cannot join you in the mine.
What written plans? And why can't you come with us?
We need some idea of what Ranrock knows or is plotting. I suspect a careless loyalist may have left plans behind. And I'm unable to join you because I cannot risk anyone reporting my presence to Ranrock. All you need to do is not be seen, either by the eye above the enchanted door or a loitering loyalist.
I'm ready.
Amit and I can do this.
I will await your return.
我每次去打架都会带一个小跟班呢。这个还比较好看一点。
Revelio. The door is looking at us. Confringo! Expelliarmus! Glacius! Repulsor! Flipendo! Lumos! Lumos!
是怎样
Yes, of course.
对，每个都比较好看。
line of sight somehow.
我最丑，我捏这个角色，我该死，我最该死。
So rarely prepare one for reality. A real goblin mine. It's even grander than I had expected.
我来秀一波。
I cannot believe I met a goblin.
Let's just learn what we can and get out.
Look at this lid. Impressive workmanship for so simple a device.
Impressive workmanship aside, it's the only way forward. Incendio!
Incendio!
Bombarda! Revelio!
I still can't believe we're inside a real goblin.
Repulsor! Accio! Revelio!
I've read about mines like this, but seeing one is something else altogether.
Bye-bye.
We need to be careful. As I'm sure you know, not all goblins are as friendly as Lodgok, to say the least.
Not quite. That is meant for me.
Whoa.
Cannot not.
That was a little more than I'm used to.
他的抗性也太快了
Get us
吧
through here safely, Amit. You have my word. Accio! We're being watched. By a door. Descendo! Revelio! We won't get through as long as we can be seen by that eye.
I'm quite good at sneaking about. We'll see.
Hehe.
Revelio. Incendio. Accio. Revelio.
我怎么上去啊？哎，我要怎么上去？啊， 这里打开了。哦，这是不用隐身的。
The summer holidays.
Let's take a look around, Amit. See if we can find any plans.
Bound to be planned a schematic. They're building something. I can't quite
Revelio.
work it out. Curious. There must be more notes around here. What could they be building?
Ready to fight? You will regret coming here.
Expelliarmus! Glacius! Defender!
I won't rest.
是不是超快，快到你们跟不上？
Fascinating to see gobbledygook written in a goblin hand. The flourishes are extraordinary. Let me know if you see any more plans or schematics. We can't return to Lodgok empty-headed.
这是哥布林的房间，大战哥布林。
Revelio.
我要战7个。
If I'm translating this correctly, and I think that I am, it's something rather large. But what? I will get to the bottom of what they've been building down here.
This before. Ouch!
Another boiler. This place is more complex than I had expected.
Revelio. Bombarda. Incendio. Accio. Revelio.
这里东西要先拿完。
Revelio.
感觉等下回去再把装备强化一下，我打人的伤害可以再 double。
Revelio.
Another schematic. What are they going to build? This mine is too small for whatever it is.
现在很缺越长石，因为要做家具，还蛮好的。等级高的，它的上限是40等，所以我是要拿40等的装备嘛。
Sweet quiet. I should have been dead.
Oh, one less human to worry about. Expelliarmus, you can't stop me. Cruising. Nice try. How childish. Capozzo.
哇，太多了吧！
Expelliarmus. You won't get away with that.
Confringo.
How many of them are there?
你级等都会等拿，或小于你等级的装备。 好吧。
Descendo. Revelio.
摧毁啊！这些都是钱呢。
Revelio. Incendio. Accio. Revelio.
This is not good. They're building enormous drills, bigger than this mine could contain.
Let's get out of here and tell Lodcock what we found.
啊，要回去还要这样走回去。
There must be a quicker way out of here than retracing our steps.
哦，这里。拜拜。
I need a moment to catch my breath. This was more than I bargained for.
I'm glad you came with me, Amit. Now that we know what they're up to, we can get out of here. We're almost out of here, Amit. Look, the lift.
A welcome sight indeed.
快要29等了，29等，我想新的技能都不要学黑魔法好了，感觉对我来说还好。
Can we please talk about what?
That wasn't so bad, was it?
It was. It really was. I'm afraid I've had enough adventure for one day. For a lifetime, perhaps.
Thank you, Amit. I couldn't have done it without you. Now, if you don't mind, I'd like to have a word with Lodgok.
Understood? I'll leave you to it. Your goblin secrets are safe with me, but I get to write the book about this escapade someday. Without further ado, adieu.
其实我很缺这个蛋欸，可是我不知道去哪里找比较多。因为这个是要做那个硬邦邦钥匙，而且我还缺那个舌头，舌头不知道去哪里拿。
They're building enormous drills. We found their plans. Ranrock must be searching for the repositories.
I fear you are correct. Other than Rookwood Castle, however, I do not know where else he plans to search.
I've been wondering about something else you said before we entered the mine.
Yes?
If you share Ranrock's views, then why are you helping me?
I expected Rookwood Castle to be deserted when I arrived to begin my search. So was surprised to find a witch there who had set up a sort of improvised research site. She was studying something so intently that she almost didn't notice me. When she looked up, I thought she would react with fear or disdain. But instead she did something that I will never forget. Without a moment's hesitation, she smiled and asked me to sit with her. She told me that she was a researcher and showed me a small, oddly shaped container with a strange symbol on it. She was certain it was made of goblin metal, but was unable to open it. She wanted to work together.
Miriam?
Yes. But how did you...
Professor Fig's wife. He told me of her research, and I know of the container.
Ah. The reverence with which she talked of goblins and their intelligence and skill, it caught me entirely off guard. I'd never been treated with such respect by a witch or wizard. So, to my surprise, I let her study the container if she would allow me to search the castle on my own. We parted ways, with her promising to share what she'd learned.
开什么画面？我的画面吗？
More of Ranrock's recruits arrived, and we began to dig, eventually locating the first repository. Ranrock was thrilled with our discovery, but furious when I told him about Miriam. Berated me for trusting a witch, and I heard she had been killed.
You think Ranrock murdered her?
I don't want to believe it, but I don't know. After that, something shifted in me. I had seen how the power from the repositories was transforming Ranrock, transforming all of them. I could no longer remain a part of it.
Thank you, Lodgok, for telling me this.
I tell you all of this so that you understand what is at stake. Ranrock never found all of Bragbor's journals, but the ones he did find suggest that Bragbor at some point built a repository far greater in size than the one beneath Rookwood Castle. What you've discovered here today worries me deeply. If Ranrock learns of the location of that repository, I fear we shall be destined for a great war. I will find out what Ranrock knows. Watch for my owl.
我怎么觉得这个任务跟妖精与好男一点都没有搭上关系？好了，我新的天赋。哎，这招好哎！可是打这些小只的，这个还不用，这个也不用。黑魔法应该不用再学了。 这个好哎，变成爆炸物，然后再甩出去。这个先，我现在29等，所以我还可以再点11点，11点的话这里点4点，这里点6点。 剩下1点给黑魔法，好，就这样。
Revelio. Revelio.
Oh, here's a pleasant surprise.
把这个解一解。这个要干嘛？
Incendio! Confringo! Revelio!
这里一个，这里一个。
Confringo. Revelio.
咦，还有吗？这里一个，这里一个，后面一个，还少一个。
Revelio.
对啊，我只有看到3个。装备来满。
Revelio.
有人可以跟 Dora 说第4个在哪里吗 ？Dora 听不见。1个、2个、3个。
Revelio. Confringo. Expelliarmus. Confringo. Not so tricky after all, Merlin.
什么意思？还是他是照顺序打？
I should investigate. What do you have in...
Expelliarmus. Confringo. Reparo. Flipendo, Depulso, Bombarda, Expelliarmus, Confringo, Revelio.
这是要干嘛？
Incendio. Revelio.
这是要干嘛
Accio. Descendo. Levioso. Incendio. Revelio.
有人可以解答吗？这是要干嘛？
Flipendo. Bombarda. Revelio. Lumos. Reparo. Wingardium Leviosa. Arresto momentum. Levioso. Reparo. Revelio.
哦，我知道了。
Revelio.
跟这应该也没关系啊。
This could prove dangerous if I'm not careful.
Levioso. Incendio. Glacius. Defendo. Expelliarmus. Confringo. Glacius. Defendo. Expelliarmus. Confringo. Glacius. Defendo.
太硬了吧！
Confringo. Expelliarmus. Glacius. Defendo. Crucial. Repulsor. Bombardo. Arresto momentum. Incendio. Descendo. Accio. Glacius. Defendo. Confringo. Expelliarmus. Propendo. Crucial.
颠倒是这一招吗？
Bombarda. Repulsor. Propendo. Crucial. Propendo. Repulsor. Bombarda. Crucial. Repulsor. Bombarda.
吐舌头漂浮咒。哦。想说超硬。
Revelio.
所以你要教我怎么解这个了吗？这是要干嘛？
Propendo. Bombarda. Levioso. Revelio.
可是我刚用路摸斯没用啊。
Lumos.
看了没用吧？哦，所以是把萤火，我知道了。
Lumos，
这个吗？
I should investigate.
第一次遇到这个哎，这样我们就要赢3次。
Lumos。
对啊，恭喜学费。太搞纲了吧，这个任务。还缺一个。找到了。
Lumos，
这个超没意义的。
Alan himself would be proud.
最后跑完这个，今天就大功告成。
I've always said that travel broadens the mind.
火箭飞人，
I should think there's an entire ward in St. Mungo's for transfiguration accidents.
我最快，哎，我怎么会是第2名？卢比是谁？
He'd idly wave his wand whilst daydreaming and transfigure someone's book into a beetle.
I wish I was a metamorph magus. Imagine being able to change your eye color depending on your mood.
I'm dreading taking my transfiguration owl. Absolutely dreading it. I'd rather
Transfiguration
jinx myself than have
Yes.
to explain reasons for the exceptions to Gamp's law.
Oh my
I think
god!
Gareth Weasley would be better at transfiguration, considering his aunt teaches the thing.
Really?
A Beginner's Guide to Transfiguration was Miley's favorite textbook. I
Oh,
cannot seem to
I
wrap my head around the
know.
subject.
好了，跟他们在那边。
Transfiguration.
去哪里啊？啊，好远哦！哎，我附近都没解锁哎，我该死！我刚在试着融入他们，我觉得我融入的很好，哼。
You can't imagine how inconvenient.
Revelio.
真的。
You've come to the wrong place, child.
Here we are. Mr. Weeks wasn't wrong about the mountain views.
If it isn't the fastest Gryffindor.
Huh.
Hello, Imelda. So, another trial?
Of course it's another trial. And you'd better be taking part.
Does this mean you've changed your mind about me?
Well, you're a step up from the good-for-nothings who usually challenge me. While they sit around and hope to be the best, I put in hours of practice. No one sets records by wishing for them. And I need strong competition to stay on top of my game. Are you going to try to beat my flying record or not?
I'm ready to fly.
Finally, a decent challenge.
他是欠甩巴掌啊！
Made it! I'd say that was exactly. Now that's more like it. Missed it.
有错过吗？我不是穿过去了。
Getting the hang of this. Brilliant. Now that's more like it.
赢喽
That wasn't too bad.
You've improved, I must admit. That was a bloody good run. Be careful. Earn a reputation for talent around here, and some people get put out about it.
Sounds like you're speaking from experience.
Yes, well, I am. Anyway, you didn't do abysmally. I can't deny that. But you'll not have the same luck on the South Coast course.
We'll see, won't we? Till next time.
I half expected you to back down.
rest on your laurels. See you at the South Coast trial, if you don't lose your nerve.
下次再教训你。
To race this course again, visit the podium with the... I'll be unrivaled at the next course.
Another successful flight. I should let Mr. Weeks know.
My cousin was transfigured into a mouse by an older bully last year. Took hours to get her to come out from under the bed.
Transfiguration has always come easily to me. I suppose some minds are more suited to it than others.
The most I've ever been able to conjure was a single quill. Not sure I'll ever master that one.
I thought potions required precision, but transfiguration makes potions seem easy. Quite puts it to shame if you ask me.
Everyone knows you can't conjure food. Haven't you heard of Gamp's Law?
I used to like transfiguration, but now it seems to be getting awfully complicated.
哦，傻小。
Expelliarmus, Confringo, Defender.
Thought for certain he'd be Slytherin, cunning as he is.
My little sisters will be so happy to see me over the holidays.
What are you doing?
They madly try to cast spells at me with their toy wands. Mildly annoying.
My entire family's been sorted into Hufflepuff.
好，算了，不看他们讲废话了。那今天就这样吧，拜拜。